is lost and my hope exhausted. You will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving up, 'cause you won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out.
Hey families, we've missed all of you so much and can't wait to be back with you soon. In order to better equip you and your families, we just wanted to update you on what children's ministry will look like moving forward.
We would first like to introduce you to our new registration system. Each week, you will have to register your children in order to maintain safe ratios and assure that we can keep your child as safe as possible. Please enter the building using the double doors closest to the ECCO wing.
To ensure safety for each family before entering the building, be sure to wear your mask. Masks are required for anyone over the age of 2. Once you enter the building, you'll find one of our temperature check stations. All parents and children must have a temperature below 100.4. Something else you'll notice are our orange social distancing stickers on the floor. We know you're excited to see your friends and your teachers, but please use these stickers as a reference to keep a safe distance from everyone. And we want to make sure that we're only doing air high fives and air hugs.
Something else to note, there will only be one parent allowed for each family during drop-off and pickup. You may drop off your children 15 minutes before the service begins, and you must have your children picked up within 5 minutes after service ends. This will help us limit the amount of people we have in each area and keep safe ratios throughout our building.
Once your family has been cleared at our temperature check station, you'll head to the ECCO wing where you'll find our check-in station. There, a volunteer will help you with contactless check-in where your child will get their name and number sticker. Don't forget, only one parent will be allowed to walk your child back to their table or classroom.
The same parent that dropped off the child will also pick up. When picking up, please follow the orange stickers while waiting in line for your child.
Our team has been working very hard to ensure that all spaces are safe and clean for your children. In between each service, we'll be sanitizing every toy and shared surface. We'll be doing our very best to ensure everyone is social distancing, wearing their masks, and all staff, volunteers, and children are sanitizing their hands frequently.
We are so excited to make ECCO available for your family again. For any questions or concerns, please reach out to us at echo@experiencecc.com. See you guys soon.
Bye!
Let the king of my heart be the mountain where I run, the fountain I drink from. Oh, he is my song. Let the king of my heart be the shadow where I hide, the ransom for my life. Oh, he is my song. For you are good, good. And you are good, good.
Let the king of my heart be the wind inside my sails, the anchor in the waves. Oh, he is my song.
Let the king of my heart be the fire inside my veins, the echo of my days. Oh, he is my song. For you are good, good. Oh, for you are good, good. Oh, you are good, good. Oh, for you are good, good. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down.
ECCO Show.
Good morning, Echo.
Wow, that was an introduction.
It was like a boom.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
How are you doing today, Shiny?
Great, man. How are you, Pat Attack?
Pretty well. Glad to be here always.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you guys out there? We hope you're doing fine. And welcome to the ECCO Show. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Saturday morning. Right?
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a good day.
It is a good day.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And you know what would make this great day even better, Pat Attack?
Waffles.
Waffles would make it great. Coffee would also be great too. I see you have some.
I do.
But you know what would make the day even better? DJ Shawnee D's Fun Fact.
Yes.
DJ Shawnee D's Fun Fact. So for those of you out there who weren't here last week, we had a fun fact about states, right? A fun law about a state. It was kind of crazy with pickles bouncing, right? Mm-hmm. This week I have another law about a state that's kind of crazy.
Most people have to have 10 toes?
I don't know if they could regulate that. It'd be kind of difficult. I don't think that's something they could control.
It'd be hard to control the pickle dropping.
It would, yes, you're correct. But this one deals in Kentucky. You know where Kentucky is, right?
That one's the one that's next to Canada.
No, not quite. Actually, it's just north of here, of Tennessee, right? So Kentucky, right? In Kentucky, did you know that it's illegal to carry ice cream in your back pocket? Isn't that crazy?
I would have been arrested 4 times last month.
That's probably not a great place to carry your ice cream, Pat Attack.
No one knows that I have it though.
That's good, but you might not have it any longer because it would melt.
Pocket ice cream.
It's gone because it melted.
It's just a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross ice cream that you can't eat any longer.
You could drink it.
Isn't that nuts?
It's hard to keep it contained though.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It does not stay in your pocket.
It doesn't. That is the unfortunate.
And then I have to do a bunch of laundry.
Yeah, that's true. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Wake up your brains and stand up straight. It's time for the verse of the day.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Man, do you take lessons?
Yeah, sure. You could say that.
Okay.
Self-taught singer, you know? Anyway, so you gotta wake up and open up your hands, get them moving, right? Wiggle those hands around, Pat Attack. Wiggle those hands around. Because you're gonna stand up, wiggle around, and do the motions as we do the verse of the day.
The verse of the day.
Hi guys, here's your memory verse for the week. Lord, my God, you have done many things, your wondrous works and your plans for us. None can compare with you. If I were to report and speak of them, they are more than can be told. Psalm 40, verse 5. Bye.
Wow, that's it. That is such a good memory verse.
It really, really is.
Yeah, but sadly, this is the last week we're gonna have that one. So
we can always go back to it though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think it's so important. Like that verse talks about like, hey, how numerous are all the things that God has done. And it's important that we don't forget about those things, you know? So I think it's important, like when are we allowed to remember the things that God has done?
Yeah.
Only when we read our Bibles? Only when someone reminds us? Sometimes the Bible even talks about making sure that we intentionally remember the things that God has done. It's really important.
Yeah, that is important.
But I am very excited to get a new memory verse. I really like the idea of like, all right, let's get another one. Let's get another one.
Yeah, because it's important to memorize parts of the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Keep our scriptures written on our heart, right?
Yeah.
Because we want when we have important times that we may go through struggles, we want to remember those verses quickly, right?
Exactly.
That's good.
Yeah. And next week we're going to be going. I think the memory verse is one of my favorite books of the Bible. Is in Colossians. So I'm excited for that.
It is a good one.
We'll save next week for next week.
That's for next
we'll let
week.
tomorrow worry about itself.
What's it time for now?
It's time for what comes after the memory verse.
I think it's
The
question of the day.
No, that's I ruined it.
No, you
It is
didn't.
the question of the day.
No, you did a great job.
But is that the intro it's supposed to have?
It could be
We'll
now.
save it for the other one.
Yes.
The other one.
Definitely.
Later.
Let's have that question though.
The question of the day.
The question of the day.
So the question of the day, I'm so excited to read it to you. What would you do if you climbed to the top of a mountain? Well, you know what? I would skip and I would scream and I would go crazy but daisy because I made it. Because sometimes to get to the top of a mountain, it's a long hike and it can be really hard and exhausting. Oh boy, really exhausting. But when I get to the top of a mountain, I just want to scream, yay! The hills streets are alive with the sound of fudge. Oh, I don't think that's a real song, but that would be cool if that was a real song. That's what I would do at the top of a mountain. What would you do if you made it to the top of a mountain? Bye, y'all.
Climb to the top of a mountain. Wow. Have you ever climbed to the top of a mountain?
I'm trying to think. When I think of like climb to the top of the mountain, I'm thinking like Mount Everest, and I've never climbed Mount Everest. I've been on top of some smaller hills.
Okay. What'd you see?
A lot of grass and trees.
Okay.
But it was cool because I was looking down on them rather than sometimes I can't even see the entire sky because the trees are so high.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mountains are cool. So I've been out into the Rocky Mountains out in like Colorado area.
Cool.
And those are really neat too because they're really large and they get kind of rough and jagged, right? And then when you climb up there, it's really, really cool stuff. You can see for a long, long way. So yeah, you can see all kinds of stuff, all kinds of, like you were saying, Pat Attack, trees and cars and people and
the
all
people
kinds
look
of stuff.
tiny.
Oh, so small. But I don't know if I could like jump off one though. That'd be pretty scary, right?
Jump off a mountain.
Yeah, pretty scary. Maybe if you
I
had a
wouldn't
parachute.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe slide down. But people have already had that idea. That's how we got skiing and snowboarding.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Well, hey, you want to talk about what we talked about last week?
What did we talk about last week?
We talked about something with like surfaces that were hard to walk on.
Lava. We talked about Peter walking on lava.
He did walk on lava, right? Like Jesus was walking on
Yep.
lava with him?
Lava. Oh,
Yeah.
no. I remember we were talking about, remember when we were walking on the lava and it wasn't
Oh,
good?
that's right. Yeah. It wasn't lava.
I
It was,
don't
was
think-
it water?
It was water.
It was water. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And we talked about how Peter, stepped out onto the water and started walking out on the water, right? Because Jesus called him out there. And then he started seeing all the stuff going on around him, right? The huge waves and the wind. And then he got scared, right? He was like, Jesus, help me, right?
Yeah, and he started to sink.
Exactly. And so kind of like called him out, right? Said, Peter, you got to have more faith.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do, right, as believers. We need to realize that Jesus is always around us there to pick us up.
Yeah, and not just when we're focused on Jesus.
Exactly.
Right? Jesus is always there. And this is a great story where it's like, Jesus can be right next to you, but if you start looking around in all different directions, you're gonna sink.
Yep,
For a second I was gonna say like, oh, but we know Peter actually walked on water because walking on lava would have been impossible. And then I stopped myself in my thoughts because I was like, wait a minute, it's impossible to walk on water.
Water would be pretty tough,
Anything's
too.
possible with Jesus.
Exactly.
If Peter wanted to walk on lava, he totally could.
He could.
He wouldn't have to worry about sinking or burning.
Yes,
we
that's
know
very
that
true.
God is capable of doing miraculous things.
Very true. Well, hey, let's jump into this week's lesson. Should we watch?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do it.
One day, Jesus led 3 of his disciples, Peter, James, and John, up on a high mountain to pray. The disciples fell fast asleep. As Jesus prayed, his appearance suddenly changed. His face was shining like the sun, and his clothes were as white as the light. The disciples woke up and saw Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. Peter said, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you want, I will set up 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While Peter was still speaking, a bright cloud suddenly covered them. A voice from the cloud said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him." The disciples heard this and fell face down. They were terrified. Jesus came up and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When the disciples looked up, they did not see Moses or Elijah anymore. They only saw Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, Jesus said to them, "Don't tell anyone what you saw until the Son of Man is raised from the dead." The disciples did not tell anyone, but they wondered what Jesus meant. They asked him, "Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come before the Messiah comes?" Jesus explained that Elijah had already come. That is, a prophet like Elijah had come. The people did not recognize him as a prophet, and they mistreated him. Jesus said, "In the same way, the Son of Man is going to suffer at their hands." Then the disciples realized Jesus was talking about John the Baptist. Jesus showed his glory to Peter, James, and John. Jesus said he would die, rise from the dead, and return to heaven. One day, Jesus will come back to earth in his glory to make all things new.
Wow, that was an awesome lesson, Pat Attack, wasn't it?
Coffee for Chris.
Oh,
Hey, man. Hey, have a good day. Thanks. That video was great.
it was indeed great.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, nothing.
You look shocked.
No, not at all. Anyway, so what's our lesson about today, Pat Attack?
Well, today we're talking about something called the Transfiguration.
Okay.
It's kind of a big and fun word.
Yeah, it is. That's a big word.
Yeah.
What's transfiguration mean, Pat Attack?
Well, in this specific case, it means that Jesus was transfigured. And what happened was Jesus was here in his earthly body, right? A human. He was someone that could have been seen like me and you.
Yep.
But what he did was he took some of his disciples up onto the mountain, and Jesus was seen, and it's talking about he was seen in his glory, right? And what that essentially means is we know that one day when we go to heaven, we will have new bodies, right? And we will look differently. I mean, this is not something that's brand new in the Bible. Believe it or not, back way in the Old Testament, Moses, who actually showed up here in this transfiguration, would go up on the mountain and he would speak with God. He would be in the presence of God. And it was known that Moses could not look directly at him. God is so glorious.
Yep.
And even back then, it's like Moses had to turn around. And even being up there with God, when Moses came back down off the mountain, the Israelites could not look at him. He had to wear a veil over his face because it was so glorious, right? So essentially, Jesus was seen in his glory.
Wow.
In this story.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't imagine it. That's the thing is, it's like, oh man, it must have been glorious. But sometimes I use like the word glorious whenever I see something really simple. Like, man, look at that tree. That thing looks glorious.
Yeah.
And that's not what real gloriousness is. Yeah, or at least not to the degree of Jesus in our perfect bodies.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, with this, we got a couple questions.
Okay.
Right? Got a couple questions, just like
And
last week.
as we're asking the questions, we want you guys to answer the questions out there too. Let's engage with us, right? We want to all be in this together, right? Let's answer these questions together. So what's the first question you have for us, Pat Attack?
The first question is, why do you think Jesus chose to reveal his glory to Peter, James, and John?
Those are important people.
They are.
Those were really important people. And I think Jesus knew that, right? Jesus knew that they were kind of like his closest followers at the time. They were people who had a close relationship with Jesus. They were avid in their questions that they asked him. They really, really wanted to go deeper with Jesus. And maybe that's why.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like looking at all of those guys, you know, all of them were authors of books of the Bible.
Yes,
later
that's
on.
true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in a way, we can think like they were kind of like leaders of the other disciples. Yeah. And also, you know, it's a way, like, remember, Jesus did miracles for a lot of different reasons. And one of them was to show, like, God is miraculous, to show it's like proof in a way, right? It's like, I'm here showing you signs that way you might believe. And so this is a huge sign. So they must have been very, very important people. In God's plan.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah, that's good. All right, next question. How should we respond to Jesus? How should we respond to Jesus?
Well, I think we should respond in a way that's, what's the word when you follow your parents' directions, right? What do they always tell me? You have to be obedient.
Be obedient.
Right? You have to be obedient to follow what they're asking you to do, because listen, right? Jesus isn't telling us what to do because Jesus likes to be the boss, right?
No. Just like our parents don't do that either.
Exactly. They're telling us what to do, and they're sharing those rules, if you will, because they're not rules that we follow because they don't like us or they want to be over us, right? They do it because they love us.
Yeah.
And so we should be obedient because we love them.
Yeah, I like that. Obedience is a great way to show love to other people as well. Yeah. And one thing that I'll say honestly, like sometimes it's been really hard for me. Like when I was younger, I remember thinking like, well, why does God just make all these rules and that's all I have to do is just follow these rules? And then like when I really started to follow Jesus, when I would read these rules, what God does is he has reasons for all of them. And so sometimes it can be really helpful to say like, okay, what is this rule? Why is there this rule?
Yeah.
That can be that way with God. That can be that way with our parents or our teachers, right? Rules are for our good, but it's better that we understand why they're there.
Something that worked for me, Pat Attack, is it brings me to a place in my faith where I actually want to do those things and want to be obedient for Jesus because I love him that much and I want to spend time with him, right? Because how much more would you want your friends to want to be with you rather than your friends to have to be with you?
Yeah, that's
you know
good.
what I mean? So that's how I always look at it is I would rather Jesus want to love me and I want to love Jesus and return that love the same way. So
Yeah. So I think of the word obedient. I also think of the word awesome or being awestruck, right? And when these disciples saw Jesus in his glory, it was like jaw drop moment, right?
Yes.
So many times in the Bible when God appears to people, right? Or angels appear to people, it's not always just like, sup, you know? It's
You
like,
don't have any words.
oh my goodness. Right? And so I really feel that way, like with that obedience also, like when we respond to Jesus and we understand who Jesus really is, we understand that it's like, Jesus isn't just some guy that walks into a room with you. It's like, that's the guy that created the room and he created me and he created everything. And it's like, why? Oh my goodness. Like what a privilege to be here right now. You
Sure
know?
is. It absolutely is, Pat Attack. You know what's a privilege of being here right now? We get to do the challenge of the day.
I didn't
It's
do it.
time.
I didn't do it.
For the challenge of the day. But before we get into the challenge of the day, Pat Attack, should we look at the videos that we got sent in?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do it.
The first one.
Okay.
Quicksand.
Quicksand.
Wow.
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, this is good. This is not good.
You're doing it.
Not good.
You're doing it.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Pat, you gotta help me. This is a pretend bean jelly.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
a burning hot coal.
All right. Ooh, feels nice between my toes. This is good. Ooh.
What flavor is it?
I'm not eating it.
What are you doing?
It's
Who are
okay.
You act like you know
Okay. Here we go.
Burning coal.
Here we go. It's like I'm about to walk across. You remember how like some people do
Yeah.
that? Yeah. All right. Should I go back?
Again, yeah.
Holy cow, that's so hot.
I want it.
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nit.
Hey, we're gonna do the challenge.
I want to be a dentist.
Cool. And I want to do the challenge of the day.
Let's do the challenge of the day.
Hey, we should do the challenge
okay.
of the day.
Challenge of the day.
Why do you look like an elf?
It's not Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It's not around.
It's not Christmas.
Okay.
But why do you have the hat? Like you have to have the hat on for something, right?
It's a part of the game.
It is a part of the
It's part of
game.
the game.
So it's part of the game. We've got all these fun little hats and decorations and dress-up clothes, and it's gonna be super fun because the challenge of the day is gonna be super interesting this week, right?
What are we gonna do?
It's similar to what we've done before, Pat Attack. So similar to what we've done before, we're gonna look totally normal, right? We're gonna take a brief inventory of each other, right? We're gonna look at each other and gonna be like, hey, you look like this. So grab a partner out there, and you're gonna do this with them, and you're gonna look at them, you're gonna take a brief inventory like I said before, and you're gonna look at them and say, all right, memorize what they look like. Memorize, okay?
Okay.
And then that person is then gonna turn around. So turn around real quick. We're gonna demonstrate.
Like all the way?
No,
I'll stay.
we don't, yeah. We don't want you to get dizzy, right? Okay.
Right.
So then I'm gonna put on some weird clothes, okay? We're gonna do a demonstration for you, okay? Here we go. All right. And then I'm gonna show you guys, and then Pat Attack, you're gonna turn around, and then you're gonna tell me what's different than before.
Did he already have that watch on?
Oh, you guys help him out.
Shoes look the same. Wait, I didn't even look up. That's not your hat.
That's not
the same hat you
You're
have.
right. You're right. It's actually your hat. I stole it from you, so it's
a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
I wonder if I could do it like.
You fold it down
Yeah, like
Oh, like a cowboy
I feel like
hat.
I need bigger hands to be able to do this, but
Yeah.
like
There
a
you
little
go.
bucket hat.
A
Like,
buck? Yeah. Wow.
oh,
That looks interesting. I actually like that a lot more.
Okay, all right.
That's cool. All right, so you guys ready to play with us? I can't hear you. I can't. Wait, what's that? Patrick, can you hear him? Hey, okay,
ready.
cool.
All
Let's
right.
get ready. I can hear him. Okay, let's get ready to play the game. All right, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I want to go first.
All right, so you want to dress up first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to dress up first.
Gotcha. All right, I'm going to turn around. I see you. I see
Okay.
you. Okay, cool. You got
All right.
blue shorts on, you got a green shirt, and you got shoes on. All right.
We're going to get you tested for color blindness later. But
Okay.
for now,
All right, cool. All right, that sounds good. Let's do it, Pat Attack. Must be a lot of stuff to choose from.
there's a lot of stuff to choose from. Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay. Okay. You still have the green shirt and the blue shorts on, and you still have that weird sombrero on your head.
I don't know why I feel like I have to be a statue right now.
Yeah, it is weird that you're not moving. What are you holding here? What is this?
This
What are
is-
you ready
it's
for?
TP.
Yeah. Ready
Toilet
for the
paper.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also mummy paper.
It is mummy paper.
It's
could
mummy-
be, could
mummy
be
paper.
very, very messy, right?
Save that one for Halloween.
You looked like you needed to be in a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah, I could just hold it. That'd be kind of weird.
That would be
though.
weird.
Yeah.
Be weird. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
do that. Might scare some people.
That would be a little bit.
Be
But
a little
hey,
scary.
Hey, how's it going? And they'll be like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go, okay?
All right. Okay.
You're gonna turn around.
Okay, I turn around. I
Yep,
turn
yep.
around.
Did you take a brief inventory? Do you remember everything?
No, I don't. Okay. All right.
All right, you good?
All right. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm good.
All right, here we go.
I feel like this game's easier in the summer because you don't wear as many clothes. You know, when it comes winter, you wear a lot of layers.
That's true.
So it's like, haha, I changed my cardigan.
Very true. Very true.
I took my scarf off.
Yeah. What else do you dress up in winter?
I don't know why I said either of those things. I don't wear either of those things in the winter. I like to wear sweaters though. I
Really?
have a mean sweater collection.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I am getting excited for the weather to start cooling down.
Sweet.
I like to eat chili.
Oh, that's fun. Chili's good.
Chili is good.
All right, I think, Pat Attack, I think I'm ready. All right, let's do this. What? I look the same.
Nothing. Everything's fine. I'm really having a hard time with this one.
I look the same, don't I? I didn't put anything.
Did you grow a mustache?
Yep, that's the difference.
Hey, that's the same hat you had on earlier.
It is. It's actually your hat, you know. Yeah.
The bucket hat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's the only thing, though, right? Is that it?
No.
What else?
You've got a button in your hand. What does the button say?
Yeah, that's.
No means no.
It does mean no. Yeah.
No does mean no. It
See,
couldn't
all
mean
right.
anything
So that's
else.
it, right? We're good. Let's continue to do. We're done with the game, right? We're done. We're
You know
done.
what?
That's it. That's all I had on, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's
We're
all I had
all
on.
done.
All right, cool. Well,
Well,
that was a fun
was it.
game. Yeah.
Here
That's
you are,
good. Yep.
looking just normal as normal.
Yep, I'm just normal. This is what I had on before, Pat. This is what I had on. Hey, since I can't see where the camera is, you want to go ahead and end the ECCO Show for us?
First, you couldn't see colors.
Yep.
Then you can't see anything at all.
Yeah, my sight's kind of gone. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's gone after we played that game, but I look the same. So.
Should we tell him?
Hey, look. Is it
Hey.
over? Is it over? Are we done?
I'm on to you, Shawnee D.
What?
Can you just? No, I don't want to rip it. But yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. You caught me.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah, but it's okay because now I can actually see your face and you can see. Okay, that is very. That. All right. So things
There
are
we
getting
go.
a little bit.
That's better.
A little bit odd. Let's
All
go
right.
ahead and call it,
That's
guys.
it from the ECCO Show from Shawnee D.
And Pat Attack.
Hey,
we'll
see
see
you
you
next
next
week.
time.
I burped a couple times while we've been shooting, and I had to go.
Sometimes you just hear like, I'm. It just falls out. Because I wouldn't do like a wait a minute.
Falls out.
That's fine.
Can I walk in and pick it up and then like with my sound equipment?
Yes.
Yes, please do that. Copy
Just my sound guy. Don't
Hey, have a good day. That video was great.
It was indeed great.
Yeah. What? We got.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the train crashed. That's a dumpster, maybe?
Oh, the dumpster. Oh, I was like, the train.
I'm documenting all of it. So at around minute 34, when the train was going, we were filming the blooper footage. A dumpster truck comes by, a garbage truck, and he moves the dumpster. And we thought it was the train being derailed.
And this is how he Chris's coffee. Says quiz.
Actually see your face, and you can see, okay, that is very, all right. Next time. Ace Ventura. That's exclusive content straight from the ECCO Show. Behind the scenes. This is the life we live.
You gotta buy the bonus disc though for that one.
When fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not